date?
All right, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Once again, go put that back up, Tim. Once again, if anybody has any questions or any comments regarding the high school project, please go to our website and you can connect there as shown by the nice blue arrow. Well, we've had, there was an issue regarding the past couple of weeks, a FWM truck and some of the cement trucks left the site at the same time that there was pickups at the wood mill. And just so that everybody knows, and anybody who's watching and is concerned about that, as we have discussed it with Bond and our representatives there on site, and they will be taking care of that issue. Hopefully, there's not that many more concrete trucks coming. As I understand it, is that right, Marcus?
We have a couple more stairs, but they're a lot smaller pours.
Smaller loads.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they will not impede any drop off or pickup at the Woodville School. But the team has been made aware of it. So let's go to the regular agenda. And the first part is the building committee meeting minutes.
So I move that we approve the August 14, 2025 permanent building committee meeting minutes as written.
I second.
Any questions or comments?
Hey.
Oh, there we go.
Any comments?
Any comments, Chris? Seeing none. Jason?
Yes.
Mark? Phil?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yep.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yeah.
Gio?
Yes.
Unanimous. You're not gonna live that down.
I know. All right, we can move to invoices. I move that we approve Left Field's invoice for $145,000 even.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Hearing none. Jason?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Phil?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Yes.
Unanimous.
I move that we approve SMMA total for $104,117.
Second.
Any questions or comments?
My only question is, never mind, I missed my question.
Too late, too late.
You can go back.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks for that insight, Bill.
Sorry, guys.
Jason?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Chip?
Yes.
Unanimous.
I move that we approve UTS's bill for $15,116.13.
Second that.
Any questions, comments? Seeing none. Jason?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy? Chip?
Yes.
Unanimous.
I move that we approve Bond's bill as presented to us by division for $6,885,861.34.
Yeah, I second that. Wow. Not 15 million, but hey, it's still 6 million.
Any questions or comments?
I thought it seemed like a lot, but then when you look at the percentage, they're 39% complete, so this is
Yeah.
in line with where they are, where everyone else is, so. It's a lot of money, but in the realm of the projects.
We'll get up when we have painters and everybody else, we'll get to 12 or 13 a month at some point.
Looks that way, yeah.
Yeah. Just so that you know, at the work group meeting earlier, Jerry indicated that in parts of the town, 170 people were on site working.
170. That's a busy day.
Yeah.
And Marcus handles them all. Any other questions? I'm building you up, okay?
Appreciate it.
No problem. Any other questions or comments? Jason?
Yeah.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Chip?
Yes.
Unanimous.
And that brings our total invoices for August 2025 to $6,350,094.47.
So
right,
a quick update on the budget. We have committed 92% of the budget and expended 39% to date. Our uncommitted budget is 21,683,722. Our owner's contingency remains untouched at 11,022,000. This is our owner's construction contingency, $22,969. And soft cost contingency is at $1,969,084.
any questions or comments? Seeing none, Caitlin?
Our cash flow is showing that we are progressing very well in terms of the original projection. Our projections, our total expenditures are at 108,495,900, and we had projected to be only at 93,434,506. So it is tracking fairly close, considering that our projections included use of contingencies that have not been utilized. So we're tracking really well in terms of what our target is for completion.
Any questions or comments?
I just have a
Yes,
question. So is there, at any point, do you have to do like a particular recast for the grant funds or? Like if we're.
Well, the third column is the revised forecast. We have to track based on where we were at the beginning of the project when we held our when we received our project funding agreement with MSBA. I could do a separate cash flow if you want to see, and we can recast it. You know, but we do revise the forecast every month.
No, it was more, I'm not asking for us, so thank you, Lynn, but don't worry about that. Just kind of wondering in the process, if at any point we have to recast it for the funding.
For MSBA.
Yeah, so they know that we're spending a little faster than.
Basically they want to see where we started from and where we ended up, and that's what that third revised forecast column is, that we change on a monthly basis.
That seems too good to be true, so. That's good.
I'm sure the town is aware of the additional $15 million we're ahead of schedule.
Oh, yeah.
They've
Derek caught
got
that.
the appropriate.
We
bonds.
heal every day.
They do all the bonding and everything, it's already, I think it's almost all been done
I think so.
so far.
Yeah, we had our last bond right before Steve Mayo left.
Any other questions?
Haven't seen my tax bill yet, but that's okay.
You're gonna be paying for it all, Wayne, so all right. Thank you, Wayne. All right, any other questions, comments? All right, Lynn?
So this is a quick overview of all of the contingencies on the project. The GMP contingency has an expended amount of 1,939,715. So it has a remaining balance of 6,620,686. Every time we approve a $0 change order, the money's coming out of the GMP contingency or a specified hold or allowance. That's what's allowing us to have $0 change orders to the contract sum. We haven't used any of the owner's construction contingency, and we have used $235,510 of the owner's soft cost contingencies for various amendments to different contracts. So in total, we have a remaining balance of our contingencies of $19,612,739. Our construction progress is about 43%. And so we really haven't, we haven't even used 1% of the available contingencies, so. We've used 11%, but only, which represents only less than 1% of the construction budget, sorry.
John?
Just a question on this related back to the cash flow. So I think the note said it was evenly spread throughout the original projection. So that's out of the 19, is it the 19 million is really, we had in the projections, like 10 million?
The full 21,787,964 has been spread out amongst the projected cash flow. And so not having used any of it represents a large chunk of the delta.
Yeah, so that's my question, I guess, is how much was projected each month? Was it like, what was the time frame if it was divided evenly by the months? I could do the math, I just don't have.
It's we didn't only started accounting for contingency when construction started. So
Okay.
we're probably so what, a 36-month construction contingency or construction schedule per se, I think is divided by 36 months.
Okay, that's good, thank you.
Any other questions? None, all right, Lynn?
So this is our status of our holes and allowances. We've expended $603,461 of our established holes. So we have a remaining balance of $3,687,750. Likewise for the allowances, we've utilized $1,644,260 and have a remaining balance of $573,604 in our remaining balance. Again, a lot of the allowances that we had, we're past the point of using some of those allowances based on where we are in construction. A lot of them were during site and some of the much earlier stages of construction. So we've spent 39% of the holes and allowances, and the construction progress is at about 43%. So it's tracking pretty.
Lynn, do you know what the whole, so I kind of look at this job as two phases. One, the building of the new high school, and then two, all the site work, parking lot work, new field work associated after that's done, the demo, that type of stuff. Do you know what you've got kind of for percentages? Are you 80% to 20%? I mean, what should we be thinking about in having in this line in January of 2027 when we've been open for 6 months?
So Marcus, you could probably answer that better than me in terms of what holes and allowances we have under the site improvements budget line, which is most of the work coming after the building is in that budget category.
Yeah, I don't have that spreadsheet in front of me, but I can get you that answer.
So for our next meeting, can we look at, so I always try to, yeah, it's great that we're 39%, but the reality is, how much of that do we need to hold back come January 2027 to make sure we're covering the rest of the project? Because I think in everybody's mind, the project's over when the kids move in, and it's not. We still have to demo a school. Who knows what we're gonna find there, build a field, etc. So I'd love to know what we want these numbers to be in January 2027 to be.
So Chip, all of these holes and allowances are assigned to various division lines.
Yeah.
We haven't spent anything in that division 32, which is the site improvements. And we won't spend it until we get to that, till we get to that phase of work. So
It's the question is, you want to know what the value of that site?
yeah, but I can tell you what the value of the holes and allowances are under division 32 site improvements. I could probably find it.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be for tonight. I just need to, in my mind, know what we want these numbers to look like to be really comfortable in 2027 when we open the school.
Okay.
As compared to, oh, we got that much to spend at that point. We really don't. The project's not over when we open the school.
Isn't that all budgeted?
It's all budgeted, it's all there.
I
In my mind, I always think these go to zero, but they don't go to zero when we open the school.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
our plan is to have at least 11,700,000 and something left over.
There are gonna be new holds and allowances generated with those buyouts too for that next phase, so.
Okay, all right. Any other questions or comments? All right, Lynn?
See, what's next? So we have a designer contract amendment 13. We talked about this last month, and this had to do with Stafura Associates, who is a FF&E consultant to SMMA. When we took a look at what we had for oversight during the fit out phase or the furniture delivery phase of the project, we realized that we did not have them contracted for full-time services. And based on past projects recently, we realized that they need to be here full-time during that whole delivery and fit out phase, because it certainly helps the whole invoice approval and that whole phase of the project go much faster if they're there to check on all the furniture coming in as it's coming in and making sure it's getting placed at the right place so that we don't lose track of furniture. I know, for example, on our Waltham High School project that we recently completed, we did not have them for full-time services. We misplaced furniture, got put in wrong rooms. It took us a long time to get to the point where, and we're just now a year afterwards at a point where we're starting to close out the whole FF&E phase of the project. And we don't want to be there in that position on this job. We really want to make it really efficient and get the FF&E in and close it out quickly.
Yeah, this amendment is basically because of that experience that they had at Waltham.
So lessons learned.
Yeah. Any questions or comments? Phil?
Could you just put up their proposal for a second? It was this wording, I wanted to get clarification on their fee. It was a disclaimer or exclusion or something that, if you pull it up, it's on like the top of the second page or something of the quote. That this fee is assuming that the project's at substantial completion and the elevator is working. My understanding substantial completion is that's when the building is basically can be for its intended purpose, right? You can use, no, is this what was in the? Yeah, no, yeah, it's the four, keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Next page.
So basically what they're saying is that this is assuming that the building is substantially complete and ready to receive furniture. Because when it's not complete and we try to load in furniture on top of them trying to get to a point of substantial completion, it gets very hectic and confusing and long and drawn out for everybody involved. So what they're trying to say is, they want the building to be at substantial completion when they start their services of FF&E delivery and fit out or installation.
So that's common that you would consider the building substantially complete when the classrooms don't have furniture, because if the project will hit substantially complete before, that's common. I just want to like.
I don't think it's a sign off from
only a
like the city
technical
or
term.
anything. Yeah, it's a technical term. It's more of like,
Substantially complete and what they're saying is totally different.
But they have it in capital letters, so I'm seeing
know,
that as
they-
contractual. I know what substantial completion is in an AIA contract. It's when the contractor can turn it over for intended use and you do the punch list.
You got the warranties.
Their capital letters may be paused that like, well, how can we use the classrooms if they don't have the furniture? And like, is it like a circle that will never, that they're gonna say, oh, well, here's our adjustments to our fee, which is probably.
Typically, the final technology installations and the FF&E installations occur after substantial completion and before certificate of occupancy, just so that you're not mixing all of these final finishes and fit outs with construction work.
No, I get,
That's
okay,
all they're trying to say.
good, thanks. I just wanted
I mean, and it happens more times than not that you're trying to finish the construction of a project and yet
Yeah.
you're trying to move in on top of the construction. And it makes it more complicated for everybody.
And sometimes you do the furniture before.
I
you-
don't think we'll have that problem here on the, with this school, but you know, it does happen.
There's no elevator operator. fee,
I think
And
that's
then
what
they
the,
don't have
like,
construction
correct,
happening around.
Yeah, right, they can do this stuff.
Right,
So,
yeah.
Okay.
I think it's, that's, the elevator
Okay,
is
it
probably.
just stuck out. I'm supportive. This is, I think, a
Yeah.
smart spend for this project and it's well worth the value for.
And remember, the working group reviewed it and there was an 8,000 figure for like.
It was higher the first time.
Higher.
This is a revised proposal.
We
It was originally 51,000 and now it's down to 43.
Okay, thanks.
Phil, it should be noted too that Stafora was at Waltham. And they brought furniture in prior to substantial completion. It was just dirty and it's not good for anyone. Things were getting damaged and that's probably a personal note for them in there too with the capital letters. So
Right. Just making sure it wasn't a wide open door to something we knew that was eventually gonna happen.
yeah, no.
Doesn't sound like that's the case, so, thank you.
Any questions or comments? There a motion?
I move that it,
We have a motion.
we have. I can do it. I just don't know what the amendment. So I move that we approve the motion to the designer contract amendment for additional FF&E and technology consultant service as presented this evening for the sum of $43,000.
I will second that.
Any further questions or comments? Seeing none, Jason?
Yep.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Phil?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Chip?
Yep.
Unanimous.
And so in order to fund that, we have to do a budget revision request, and this one's number 8. And we're moving the money from owner's contingency to the architectural engineering division line for other reimbursable services. So we're moving that 43,000 from owner's contingency to that budget line so that we can pay for those additional services.
This is coming out of owner's soft cost contingency, right?
Yes, it is.
And I know you always present it as both, but in the real world, is it all one?
We have 2 budget lines for it, but technically it's all one.
So we don't have to worry about the classification name.
Well, no, it's in MSBA world, it's called owner's contingency and construction contingency.
Okay, got it, thank you.
All right, thank you, Lynn.
So I move that we approve budget revision request number 8 for, as presented this evening. I need the numbers.
43,000.
43,000.
43,000.
Second.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Jason?
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Phil?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Chip?
Yes.
So we have bonds internal change order 14. It totals $59,558, but it's a $0 contract sum change because we're utilizing contingency in order to cover these costs. And I'll let these guys go over each one with you.
PCO 44 is the under drain for ground improvements, frost protection. So at the kind of in the courtyard in front of the main new school, we installed ground improvements that are scheduled. We had to bring up the grade there to allow for frost protection. Us bringing up the grade was higher than the new school, the existing school, so we installed a French drain so it wouldn't flood. So that caused it. PCO 46 is bridging over a block retaining wall that we had to put. Sorry, let me start over. It was a drain line that we had to go through the new retaining wall on the east side of the building.
Yeah.
It was running on top of where we needed to put a ground improvement. We couldn't put that in, so what we did was put geotech fabric over it to the nearest GIs on either side of it, and then put some crushed stone on it to carry the load. PCO 61. Vaughn gave Quigley a dimension that didn't work out. It was too construction joint where we, between B and, A buildings, we had them, have them adjust the haunch in that area, so that's that scope. And then PCO 62 was some premium time, for Quigley to come in on a Sunday after a snowstorm to plow us out so we can be active Monday morning.
PCO 79, this is in the gym where we had to add steel angles to support the projection screen. PCO 82, this was at the central stair C2. There's a design change at level 1 entrance to eliminate a side guardrail and panel to open up the stair entrance and eliminate a bogging down of the circulation in the area. A PCO 91 is where we added 2 microwaves in staff lunchroom on C building level 1. And then we also added 4 outlets. 4 outlets for these 2 microwaves and then 2 that were missed in the custodial area. PCO 118, this is for the deletion of peg drying racks that were mistakenly shown in an office. So there's a little credit there, and deleted and missing outlets in several of the rooms in parts A, C, and F.
Are there any questions?
Sorry, did you say that was 2 microwaves or 4?
So we added 2 microwaves. But when we did that, we had to have 2 outlets for those 2 microwaves, and then we realized the outlets for the microwaves we already had in custodial area needed power to.
Any further questions or comments?
Seems like a lot of money, $8,000 for 2 microwaves?
They had to be
It's the
get outlets.
It's the outlets.
It's the outlets.
In the runs of the panels.
So it's down out.
Copper, man, copper's expensive.
And they're direct runs. So
Correct.
they're direct circuits.
Any other questions or comments?
I move that we approve change order not number 14 for a total draw on construction budget of $59,558.
Second,
Any further questions or comments? Seeing none, Jason,
yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Wayne,
Yes.
Phil,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Chrissy.
Yes.
Good evening, Aaron.
Hi, sorry I'm late.
That's right, all right.
Yes, for me.
All right. Chip,
Yes.
and yes, that's unanimous. All right, as far as, I'll talk about this now. I'm sure you all know the decision that was rendered by a assistant attorney general or whatever. We are, the working group meeting met today. It was posted, it was virtual. It will continue to be virtual plus in the trailer. And that was approved by Tom Mullen as appropriate, as long as it's they can see it virtually. We can still be in the trailer to do it. Because it wouldn't make any sense to have the walking tour at 4 and then everybody will go and run home or something at 5 for that. So that's gonna be on October 2nd, we will still have the walking tour. There is a statement in the decision that we are looking at regarding the issue of asking questions at the site inspection. And myself, Lynn, representative of the MSBA, Tom Mullen, and the Assistant Attorney General were scheduled to meet. We couldn't make it this week. We're probably gonna do it next week to clarify that statement in that decision, because the MSBA, when they go to the sites, they ask questions. And if that's it holds, they want to be able to ask questions. And to make it reality, that doesn't make any sense. That if we go to the site inspection and we can't ask questions under a bond, we wouldn't be doing our due diligence that we should be doing. And to not have that, I find I found that statement to be absurd. I know the parts, that's another. So if anybody has any questions,
So what is this that we're asking? So
we never formally voted, we just created it. Lynn.
Yeah,
checked with me.
we just want to have a formal vote just in case we get asked for it. We talked about it, we discussed it, and we agreed to it, but we didn't take a formal vote.
And
And we
that's
just
why.
want to have a formal vote on record.
So if any other questions regarding the decision regarding we have to provide minutes and emails. And there are minutes and there are emails, so it's not creating any great.
So are we gonna be posting these to the website now, the working
I
group?
don't, no, I don't know yet. I have that, we don't have to do that until November. And I looked at some of the minutes already and I don't know how they want to do this, so we'll find out when we talk to the top.
Okay,
All right,
So right now,
you just need a motion.
so I make a motion that we appoint a working group subcommittee to report to the PBC on construction progress of Joe Bertrand, Phil Renzi, and Chip Targo.
We'll second that.
Any questions or comments?
Say, I'm on it. I have a very flexible schedule, so I can attend the meetings. I'm interested in it. So anyone else wanted to join, feels they could bring more, they're more than welcome, but I'd love to continue to serve on it. And report back.
Good, you got it. That's all you
Any other questions or comments? Comments about Phil? No, all right.
Yes.
Jason, Mark,
Yes.
Wayne,
Yes.
Phil,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Chrissy,
Yes.
Chip,
No, yes.
Aaron,
I should have, Aaron,
Yes.
I should abstain.
I abstain.
I move that we make a motion to approve the new working group subcommittee that we just formed to report to the BBC on construction progress as presented in our monthly meetings.
second.
Further questions or comments? Seeing none, Jason.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
Wayne. Phil.
Yes.
John.
Yes.
Chrissy.
Yes.
Aaron.
Yes.
Chip.
Yes.
That's okay. I'm getting in trouble. One other thing, I got, before we do the construction progress, I received from Joe Conway, the contract from the salt shed. I was unable to, for some reason, I couldn't review it, the computer did whatever it did. So I will get that to the subcommittee, Mark and Chip, next week, early next week, Monday.
We need a vote on that.
We actually voted on that one, I think, didn't we, Lynn? That subcommittee for the salt shed?
Okay, so
I don't recall.
Let's do it now.
but we haven't seen the proposal.
No, so to create the subcommittee.
Oh, to create the subcommittee. We just talked about.
So I move to create a subcommittee of Mark and Chip to work with the DPW and Joe Conway on the
Just
salt
the two
shed.
of us?
Anybody else?
Do you need three?
No, we don't need.
We don't need you. You're welcome, John.
critical bill.
You like salt. You like salt in your food.
You like salt.
Salt is tasty.
If it's a pepper shed, we can work on that too.
I'd be happy to, based on work schedules and stuff.
Yeah.
Two out of
It's
three
all
of us can
based
make
on
it.
that.
Great, all right, there's three, it's Mark, John, and Chip as a subcommittee on the salt and pepper shed. On the salt.
Salt milkshake. I second that.
Any other questions or comments? Jason,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Wayne, Phil,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Aaron,
Yes.
Chrissy,
Yes.
Chip,
Yes.
it's unanimous.
I move to allow the subcommittee for the salt shed and work with DPW to present back to the PBC information on an as-needed basis after their working group meetings.
I was thinking that.
Any questions or comments? Seeing none, Jason?
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Wayne, Phil,
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
Yes.
Unanimous. Bill?
While we're on, did the FF&E get formally voted?
Yes, we did.
That's in the minutes?
Is that in the minutes,
I
Lynn?
did miss.
I
a
think we
meeting,
did.
so I
June.
apologize.
Yeah, that was been done.
Just while we're on the subject.
I think,
why not bring it up?
I think the decision made reference to it.
Very good. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
Marcus.
construction photos. This is a picture of the curtain wall going in at we call it the kind of the sawtooth. It's the main entrance, and above it is the kind of the media center. This is just a picture of both the sheathing and ABB going in on the building D, the gymnasium, and below it is the locker rooms and those other multi. This is a photo of the roof screen that started going in this week.
Is that final?
Yes.
Oh, shit, there's that.
On
Yeah.
that one, it's just a visual screen. The acoustical one is on the other.
This is building D, first floor fitness studio framing. Kind of just wrapping up the interior framing, and then we'll get into the wall stuff. Next photo is fireproofing, the loading dock area in building F. Building F placement of slab grid, don't know what that is. So this is, I'm in trouble.
That picture doesn't match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't match.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not the auditorium.
But you can see it's above ceiling going in. We got duct work, we got mechanical piping.
It's that building.
This is a big deal for us. This is the CMU walls getting built around the main electric room. We're trying to get this built as soon as possible so we can get the gear in and get it secured and get piping and wiring out to the other sub electric room so we can start obtaining permanent power.
Those are that's the switch gear, there's not the transformers. Main switch gear.
We have the transformers?
Yes, they're set up outside. So they're provided by Wakefield. Yes.
We have all the.
Okay, schedule update, masonry, so brick install, continues on the first levels of building A and B. They're also up on the roofs in buildings D and F, getting that, brick done, so we can, clean that up and get the permanent roofs on. Roof work, we're working on installation flashing and kind of install on the lower roof of E, which is above the music rooms. As you see in the photos, the roof screen started going on buildings B and C. Current wall and window framing, on various locations, we're just trying to get the building buttoned up. We have multiple stairs on site right now. We're going after D3 right now, and then E1, and then finally D1. Major drywall framing, taping in progress in buildings A and B, and then you saw the framing on D and F. The high walls and in the auditorium have started. We're trying to get those up, get them sheathed and taped, so we can bring in the dance floor to allow above ceiling trades to have a safe place to install. The acoustic barrier ceilings have started. We're having those first, and then we'll follow up with Unistrut, and then let the MEP trades come on after that. Plumbing, we're currently roughing in the bathrooms, and then the next couple of weeks we'll be going after the kitchen and the locker rooms areas. Then science labs, plumbing is wrapping up. HVAC, ductwork continues. We're waiting. The next couple weeks will be in the music rooms once the acoustical barrier ceilings in and the unit struts up so we can attach to. And then in the second and third week of October, we'll have our first delivery of rooftop units being set. Then fire protection, overhead mains wrapping up. We're just working on standpipes now and kind of getting that buttoned up. That's it.
You wanna give us an update on the, you may remember during the site inspection, the issue of the precast.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that.
Yep.
You wanna give us an update on this, on that, committee?
Yep, so we had one last go at the precast that we had on site. We did it on a Saturday. We didn't ask to go out to try to blend it. We came in Monday, it didn't look good. So we directed to the sub Lighthouse Masonry to tell American Precast that they need to start redoing it. They've agreed to it. We've given them kind of a range picked from SMA on the shades that are acceptable. We sent that to them. We have a set on site to practice, to verify once it comes back on site. And it's basically 3 weeks from this past Monday. We're anticipating getting the first 2 elevations on building A on site. SMA will look at it, make sure it's okay.
This is schedule impact.
We don't have that yet. We've reshifted Lighthouse to keep going because there's a lot of running room. Once we know the fab schedule that they're accepted, then we can analyze and kind of project and tell the people. See what's.
Any questions regarding the schedule at all? Any questions on the precast? We seem to be trying to find a solution. We'll know more
3 weeks.
in 3 weeks, yeah.
Basically, they're remaking it. Hopefully that was.
Yes,
Yeah, they're recasting the pieces.
and they're shipping it differently than they shipped it before, so the streaking is supposed to be eliminated.
All right. Lynn, what we got?
This could be.
So
Dave.
this last issue, it
Sorry, I
has
was on mute.
to do with the central office. There was a request during the programming, last programming meetings to enclose 2 of the open cubicles into one office there at the front because they make sensitive phone calls and need privacy. So they have asked that those 2 desk stations be put into an office, and they want a visibility of the waiting room so they can monitor the waiting room as well during the day. And then so SMMA put this together, and Bond gave a tentative price to it, but SMA is looking for direction on whether or not to proceed with doing drawings so that Bond can put a hard price to it.
My understanding from this afternoon that we're looking at about $50,000. And it would
Yes.
come out of the soft cost contingency. And would there be extra?
I'm not sure this would come out of stuff. Lynn, if we, first of all, we have no idea whether it's 50. Because there's just been guesstimates, so I wouldn't even think about what the number is gonna be until we actually give them. So what they're looking for tonight is approval to do real drawings to get real numbers. But if we do decide, Lynn, to go forward with something like this, where do the funds to do it come out of?
It would come out of the construction contingency, the supplemental money that we have.
Right.
Right.
GMP, yeah.
So my understanding is that this had always been an area that was talked about in programming, and this is the final discussion kind of from all those discussions. So there's electrical, there's HVAC, there's window glazing, there's all sorts of interesting things.
Lighting, fire protection.
Like, yeah. So any question?
Yeah, any questions, anybody?
Is that TV for the facilities director part of this, or is that just a random note on the same drawing we're looking at?
That's not part of it.
It's not part of what's
No,
gonna be.
but that's
priced
That's
out.
gonna be an
That's
additional.
gonna be a
FF&E.
request from FF&E.
Oh,
Right.
okay. Oh, these are just the general notes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's for security monitoring, right?
Right.
So do we have any idea what it would cost to redesign for this? Is that part
So
of
the redesign, I asked Helen about the redesign. The redesign is no charge.
No charge.
There's actually they expect small things like this.
I think it's great that they're catching things now.
Yeah.
My only comment is, I guess, a question on the process, just kind of wondering how this came up. Is that what it
Came up
is?
during FF&E
Oh.
when Helen met with them,
Yeah,
and FF&E, and then they said, well, wait a minute, this kind of doesn't work, type of
Yeah.
thing, and then they came with this,
Okay.
so.
okay,
The way it
cool.
should work.
And they say it
Well,
had
they already
been
signed up.
talked, they said it had been a discussion previously during programming that was never really concluded.
Yeah,
Because I asked that same question.
And hopefully this is gonna be the only change that we're gonna have.
that's just why I asked, yeah.
Yeah, we
Just-
everybody
Say
wanted to
yes to
top it
this,
up.
Just so you know, Chrissy, it's
Yeah.
a Galvin, we had a change like this where they wanted an extra science lab.
Right, right.
So different scope.
Yeah.
So this will.
Yeah, we had to fill in the,
Oh, yeah.
a second story space, a 2-story space and make a science lab over it.
Yeah,
So this one's easy.
okay,
So I make a motion that we give direction to SMMA to move forward to get real drawings so we can get a real number and then make a real decision.
second.
Any further questions or comments? I have one. How long is this gonna take? This isn't gonna delay anything?
No.
No?
No, it's a small change.
No? Okay, no little walls going up or anything in that area?
No, it's a lot of furniture.
Those walls haven't been framed yet.
So this is the right time. There's no demo, it's all.
Yep. All right,
Yes.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yes.
Bill?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Chrissy?
Caught her
Yes.
on mute.
Chip?
Yeah.
Jim?
Yes.
All right. All right, there was one other request from the school department. Crossing guards.
Okay.
All right. The request is made of Dr. Lyons indicated that, last year, we approved last year at the beginning of the project, a month of crossing guards for the area there. They then, the school department submitted the bill for the crossing guards as a reimbursement to the school department. And MSBA will not allow you to do that. They won't allow you to
Pay
reimburse.
yourself.
No, it's the town paying themselves,
Yeah,
this type of thing. So that was, so the school department paid for the crossing guards for the rest of the year. When it was first worked on, the contractors were getting there at 7. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Marcus, okay? Shortly after that, due to their experience, the subs and everybody started coming at 6. And there was a safety meeting in last month, I think, 3 weeks ago. And this crossing guard issue came up again, but what didn't come up was the fact that the contractors guys were showing up at 6, not 7. And so there was no great conflict with them,
Right.
with the drop offs in the school and everybody. But Dr. Lyons requested 40,000. And the contractors leave at 2. When do the students leave?
205 high school.
2:10.
Yeah.
They're usually all gone by the time the kids are coming out.
Okay.
I sit there waiting.
Okay.
I see them leaving.
Do you see the contractors leaving?
Yeah.
They're all gone by the time the kids,
They're ahead of the kids.
Yeah, they're ahead.
they're ahead?
I agree, same. And in the
Really?
mornings drop off, everyone's already been there. There's only school traffic and same thing. I'll get there early and see contractors leave well
Oh, good.
before kids are even getting that.
All right, I didn't
For the most
know
part,
that.
Yeah.
That's good.
mad dash before
those schools get out.
And do you guys see a need to have a crossing guard to get kids across Farm Street to Nahat Street?
Yeah, it's mayhem on a normal basis, but I see this as a town expense. I don't see this as a project. I have a problem with why the town isn't paying for this. Like, if we spend the money in the project, we are effectively gonna be funding it through bonds that we're paying interest on, right? Like,
Correct.
why are we paying interest on crossing guards at the end of the day? This should just be a town safety issue
Well-
that the town outlays the money.
Well, the school committee has, so
Well, the school
my
department
point is
pays
that
for
the
it.
school committee paid for it last year. The school paid for it last year. If the school feels it's necessary, they should pay for it this year.
Their school,
I agree with you that I don't believe it's a project expense.
I think,
But like DBW and everybody else, every group tries to get the project to spend money so that they don't have. to.
Sure.
But I don't
This
see,
doesn't
I think,
fall on the
I don't think this would fall on the project.
Do the crossing guards support the contractors getting to the cars?
There's no crossing guard after school over there.
Yeah.
Now, like, high school kids don't
Oh,
have
okay.
crossing guards.
Okay, I just.
In the
wondered
morning,
the
there's one
safety of the
crossing guard at-
contractors.
Oh, it's in the morning only?
On Hemlock,
yeah,
right?
there's one crossing.
Just on Hemlock.
Right at the corner where the construction.
Yeah.
So after school,
For
the
high,
kids go.
for high
run
school,
over.
I mean, once, I think there's crossing guards for Woodville drop offs.
Yeah.
But not for the
Yeah.
high school. And there's one of those crosswalks with the flashing lights when they push the button right on going across Farm Street. So, yeah. But they, if anything, they could add 2 more of those down in front of the high school at the
Well,
High
that's,
Street.
That's coming,
coming.
coming soon to
Matter
a
of fact,
that
PBC
should-
meeting.
That should be done, right?
That's coming
Besides
through.
that.
A PBC meeting in the future.
I fear that people see a $270 million budget and that we should be covering it. The reality, safety of the streets around their school is the owner's responsibility, which is the town of Wakefield or the school department. Like, I don't see it as a Memorial High School project, so I don't agree unless they can show better evidence that this is a typical project expense, but we would have included it if it was typical. I would have guessed, so.
I agree with you 100%.
And they formally asked.
So I'm gonna make a motion that we deny the request from the school department to cover the expense of the crossing guard for the reasons in our discussion, that we don't feel that it's a project expense.
Second.
Any further questions or comments? Jason?
Yep.
Mark?
Yes.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Phil?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
Chrissy?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, next meeting, is this what we're doing now? No, the next meeting is the 30th for the FF&E subcommittee,
Oh, that's right.
all right? Gonna be all right? You're gonna be there? All right, all right. Just because, we scheduled the last one with your surgery. You could have been there during the surgery,
I
but
was
no.
I was pretty much drugged in the afternoon.
It would have been fun for the FF.
Yeah, we would have enjoyed
You
it.
guys know what?
All right, so that's the 30th. Next, the site tour is the 2nd. We'll know it, hopefully by that time, we'll be talking to the Attorney General, and we can clarify that sentence in the decision. And then the working group will meet on the 2nd at the trailer. Right? And by virtual as well. And then on the 16th, the same thing, we'll be at the trailer and the virtual and the October regular meeting. All right?
Is the 30th virtual? Virtual, right?
It was.
Yeah, Zoom, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's right then, okay.
yeah. Yeah, I've got the host key and everything, so
Oh.
I can go right off. Oh, no.
So
All
the
right.
other thing,
On the 16th, but I'm sure you'll have it more.
so the other things that I know we were talking about is for the October 16th meeting, we are going to do a review of the interior finishes of the school. Tile selection. We're actually ordering a lot of stuff, so it's kind of a crucial overview of, and make sure that we're all understanding what's going where and what colors are going where. Now it's going, it's not a graphics overview, but it's kind of a big picture, 30,000 feet type of thing.
This is subcommittee? working?
We're gonna be looking at some of it too on the 30th, I think.
Okay,
And the
Yeah.
PVC on the 16th.
And the PVC, all of us on the 16th.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely wanna
Yeah.
be part of that.
All right.
And then after the 30th, we haven't nailed down the date, we're gonna do that on the 30th, but we're gonna have the samples for FF&E are gonna be set up at some point.
So we can go and look at it.
We're gonna go look at it.
Between the 30th and the next PDC meeting.
Sit tests.
Yes, it's-
test and sample.
So I know you need to do that with the school as well. So the question is, do we take, yeah, you guys will figure it out. I'm just wondering if it goes, yeah,
Separate or together.
yeah, separate or together or
Yeah.
a number of times.
Yeah, I think there was gonna be a number of times.
Yeah.
All right, everybody got anything else? Thanks a lot, everybody. Motion to adjourn, so be it.
I move to adjourn.
There we go.
Second.
Bye-bye.
Great meeting, Joe.
Good evening.
All right.